There have certainly been some ups and downs in the labor market over the last few months. March had terrific job gains and almost 1 million jobs were expected in April, and the market felt kind of flat, very underwhelming, with only about 266,000 jobs added last month. So what is our outlook, and what are some of the things that we think are going to change between now and sometime during the second half of the year that'll get us back on that better path? Well, first, in terms of the outlook, keep in mind, heading into the year, we really thought the hiring market, the number of jobs that we'd be adding to the market, that would really start to ramp up in the second half of the year. So that big unexpected number in March was great, but again, it was unexpected. Second half of the year is where we were really thinking the economy and the hiring market would really start to catch its gear and things would start to take off from there. So not a big change as of this point. There are some things though that are right in front of us, some variables that we can see that are impacting the ability for employers to hire as many people as fast as they would like to. One, the unintended impact of extra stimulus unemployment benefits. It is keeping some people on the sidelines and having them not engage in the labor force. I'd say we specifically see this in the restaurant and hotel industry. Now, those extra benefits run out September 6th, and there are some states that are already saying they're going to stop accepting them because they're just starving for talent. They can't get people to fill these roles. And so it'd be interesting to see if more states follow suit. But again, that should start to change once we get to late summer, heading towards that September date. Around the same timeline, so there are still some places where schools have been closed. And so for parents who've had to stay home with their kids and they can't go out and get that job because they have to stay there and help, again, we should start to see more participation in the labor force from that group of people. Some folks that are just still, worried and scared about what's happened in the pandemic. And hopefully, when we get more proof of the vaccine working, counts continue to come down, maybe that will help for people who have been disengaged from the labor force because of that. I think another little bonus that we've seen, remote work has been quite a thing over the last year or so, but some companies are starting to go back to the office. And I know that companies that are hiring and the jobs in the office have had some difficulty with candidates who've kind of been in the driver's seat saying that, no, I have a remote job right now. I'm just going to continue to look for a remote job. It'll be interesting to see if some of that dynamic changes as more and more companies do go back in the office, and if that frees up some of the labor that normally would have taken another position, they just haven't yet because of that dynamic. What I would like you to do is join us on May 18th at 2 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Central. I'm going to be joined by Jim D'Amico of Celanese. Celanese is a global chemical and specialty materials producing company. They are hiring roles of all types, whether it's people in product development or engineers, HR, mechanics, everything it seems like. And so Jim is going to talk about how he's overcoming those challenges. I tell you, the conversations I've had with Jim are great because he has very actionable insights and he is always entertaining. So I would love it if you join us. Again, we'll be talking about some of the hourly remote blue collar jobs, some of the struggles there, finding and hiring people, and really with Jim, how his group is achieving and headed towards those big diversity initiatives that they have. So again, join us, and as always, you can find our material, our research on the labor market at thinkwhy.com. Visit our Talent Tech newsroom. You can find us on LinkedIn, YouTube, or your other favorite social media outlets. It's LaborIQ by ThinkWhy.